Hello guys, I finally reached Canada and I've reached through an indirect route which is through Maldives. So my route was India to Maldives to Doha to Quebec to Toronto, right? Quite a long route, but it was really safe. It was very smooth, no problems at all in the immigration, and I booked my entire travel through Hummingbird Travel Agency. It is situated in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, right? And Mr. Dhruval, he was the person I was in touch with throughout the journey, right? And I'll share his contact details as well. The total cost of my trip was 1,55,000, right, which included all the tickets and one night stay at the Maldives, which was super amazing, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Maldives, RTPCR test, and yeah, all the tickets and transport to the resort and everything, right? So everything was included. Just one bag was not included, which I have added. If you wish, you can add one more bag, right? So apart from that, everything was included. Mr. Dhruval, he was really very helpful and he was in touch with us throughout the journey. So it was a very great experience. So my first flight was from Ahmedabad to Mumbai and Mumbai to Malé, which is Air Indigo. Uh, I reached the Ahmedabad airport and I handed over my bags. No, not much questions were asked over here. Just my ticket from Mumbai to Maldives and return tickets from Maldives to Mumbai. Yes, this is the requirement of Indigo airline to travel to Maldives. You should have a return ticket. So our travel agent, he himself arranged all the return tickets and everything. So we just showed those documents. We submitted our bags, as I purchased one extra bag because from Ahmedabad to Maldives we just had one bag of 20 kg plus check-in bags and plus cabin bags and laptop bag. That was separate, but the big bag was just 120 kg. So I purchased one more 23 kg bag, and it costed me somewhere around 12,000 or so. So just I submitted the bags, and then further process was very simple, and I boarded the flight. I reached Mumbai. Now the game begins at Mumbai airport because we had the immigration from Mumbai. So immigration officers asked us question about why you're traveling to Maldives in such COVID situation. So we just said that we are all friends and college friends, and we all have planned this trip just because our breaks are going on and we just wanted to relax and chill, so we are going. So that's what our agent said, and we had a return ticket from Maldives to India back, so we showed that. We had 3-day hotel booking as well in Maldives. That document also we showed, and more or less immigration people know that we are traveling to Canada because they can see the Canada study permit. So they'll try to ask you a cross question that you are traveling to Canada or something. So it's your wish. You can say that yeah, we are traveling, or you can just say that no, we are just going for a vacation. I said I'm going for vacation, and most of the people from my group said that. But one of the girl from our groups, she clearly said that yes, I'm going for like going to travel to Canada, and she was also allowed to take the plane, right? So Bombay immigration clear. From there we took the plane and we landed in Maldives around 1 o'clock local time, Maldives, right? In Maldives there were no questions asked when we landed. Simply they asked for our 3-day hotel booking and our return ticket to Canada. They just see these two documents and they allowed us and they given us permission to enter the city. Now our travel agent again had booked had one person over there, representative from the hotel. So that person gave us all the instruction. That person itself called the laboratory and did RTPCR for all of us. We were about group of 25 to 30 people. So RTPCR for everyone was done, and by around 5 p.m. in the evening we got free, and then the fun part begins. A speedboat was ready for us outside the airport, so we took around 1 hour and 15-minute speedboat ride to our resort. and resort was simply amazing. All your stress, worries about going to Canada will vanish if you visit through Maldives, trust me, right? So I'll share a few pictures as well over here. So we reached hotel at around 6 p.m. and we started exploring the hotel, and our dinner, breakfast for next day and lunch for next day was included in the package. So we just relaxed, enjoyed, roam around, and we had some good time over there. Next day, our resort people only gave us the RTPCR report. Make sure in Maldives you take 2 or 3 copies of RTPCR, because one copy they'll take at the airport only. So for further at Doha and for Canada, you need more copies, right? So at least keep 2 copies with you. And if you're traveling through Qatar Airways, make sure you should have a filled declaration from form from Qatar Airways, right? So you have to give that form at the airport. So make sure you keep it ready, right? Also, when you are in Maldives, don't forget to fill the arrive can form, because we have to fill it 24 hours before we enter the Canada, or you can fill it at the Doha airport as well. But keep that in mind, you have to fill that. Also, when we enter Maldives, we have to fill one same like Arrive Can. They have their own portal which is Imuga. I'll share the link below in the description. So both when you're arriving to Maldives and when you're departing from Maldives, you have to fill that form. So before you take your flight from Bombay or wherever you are from, fill that form. And when you will be leaving Maldives for Doha or for Canada or whatsoever, again you have to fill that form, right? So I'll share the link. It's Imuga, and I'll share the link below in the description. So fill that form and fill a RiveCan form before leaving Maldives. So keep these things in mind, right? So this is all about documentation. Now when again we reached Maldives airport to board the flight for Doha. So there, the question and answer session was quite long, at least quite long for me. They asked me all my college documents, my college offer letter, enrollment letter, port of entry. Then they also told me to open my portal of college, and they saw my academic calendar. They saw my grades for all the subjects, and they saw a lot of things, because they thought that I'm from September intake and I'm flying early. So you have to properly show all your college documents. They just verified everything, no issues at all. But it took a lot of time compared to Bombay or any other immigration. So they checked all the documents. It was all clear. I had all the printouts. So make sure all college documents you keep ready with you, right? Also, they saw the COVID vaccine certificate, the uh, RTPCR test from Maldives, one copy they have kept for their reference. So make sure you keep extra. And then yes, immigration part and all, it was very smooth. Just they asked me where you are going. I said I'm going to Canada via Doha. So they simply cleared my immigration, and I just took my flight to Doha. Now when we reached Doha, again normal security checkup, and we were at the airport 10 hours. We had layover at the airport, so we stayed for 10 hours. Now at Doha airport, uh, they have some quiet rooms. You have to ask where are the quiet rooms. You can go and relax over there if you don't want to pay for the lounge, and like if you don't have any lounge access, right? You can search for the quiet rooms and you can go there. Mostly they were full, so when we searched for it, they were all full. So we normally took the chairs and we all were sitting over there. But you can ask for that and you can find a place over there, right? So now when I entered Canada finally, in Quebec, they had a lot of machines where we had to enter our self declaration form. So usually before COVID, they used to give a printout of this form and we had to fill it in the flight. But now they use ArriveCan app and this self declaration form online when you reach at the airport, right? So you have to fill that self declaration form, what items you are carrying with you, and all those normal kind of questions. After that, you will be going to the immigration department. Now, if you make sure of one thing, if you are a student, normal student, you have to go to a different section, and if you are a student with a co-op program, that means you have internship in your course and you will be needing a work permit, you have to go to a different section. Make sure you ask this question very clearly, because they sent me to the section where only student visas were processed, and then it took a lot of time for me to wait over there, and then when my turn came, I came to know that this is not the correct section for me, and then they sent me to another section, and all of these process took a lot of time, and I was about to miss my next flight to Toronto, right? So make sure of this thing. So at the immigration, if you are just a student, without co-op course, not much of issue. They'll just see your offer letter, normal letter, and some few college documents, and they'll provide you the study permit. But if you are one with the co-op course or the internship course, they'll ask a lot of questions, almost 30 minutes per person. They'll ask you all the details of college portal, grades, COVID certificates, your documents, fees, payment certificates, and every single detail they will ask you, right? So be ready for that. So in my passport, they added a blue sticker. This is what it looks like, right? So that means they have given us a home testing kit. So after coming back to home, I had to take a COVID test myself, and then I have to keep the specimen outside my house, and they will just come and collect the sample, and they'll test my COVID report, right? So they'll be adding this sticker to your passport. Make sure you ask them to do this, because in my case they forgot, and I again had to go and ask them for this sticker, right? One more thing at the end, if you're carrying any Indian god's statue or idol with you, right? Any of the Indian god. So at Maldives airport, they'll tell you to remove that idol and keep it at the airport, right? I was carrying Ganpati Bappa with me, right? And they told me to take that out and keep it at the airport. They'll give you a receipt. You have to keep that receipt safe, and when you go back, you have to just show that report and you can take your idol back. But they'll not allow you to take the idol to the city, because they said that it is an Islamic country and they don't allow any god from any other religion, right? So make sure if you're carrying one, you carry it in your handbag or a cabin bag, which is easy to open and easy to keep it back, because if you keep it in your main bag, they'll be opening that as well, right? So make sure it is handy and you can submit it and take it back. So this was all the process. All my immigration majorly was smooth everywhere. They just asked simple questions about study, and more or less if you're on the student visa, they'll ask you about study permit, college letter, and all those stuff. So keep all those things ready with you. Keep COVID vaccinated certificate ready with you. Link it with your passport. My COVID certificate didn't had the passport number, it had Aadhaar number, and it went really well without any issues. But I have linked the certificate with my passport, so I didn't had any issues with that. So all in all the journey was very smooth. So I would clearly recommend this route for all of you. It's very safe and very relaxing. And I will add one more video on what all activities you can do in Maldives. How was the experience of the resort, with more of videos from the resort, right? So if you want to see that, just stay tuned. I'll upload that video very soon. And thank you so much for watching this. Bye bye. Take care.